What is up, guys? Welcome to Developer Habits. My name is Getmore. I'm a full stack developer and I just woke up.
So, once again, welcome to Developer Habits, a YouTube channel for developers about growth mindset, developer lifestyle, and technical tutorials. If these are topics you are interested in, then definitely hit the subscribe button below. In today's video, I'm going to show what my usual day looks like as a developer working from home. For background information, I'd like to say that this is my second week working from home. There's coronavirus spreading all around the world and people are recommended to work from home. Fortunately, the company I work for, Pipedrive, made a decision that all our employees worldwide must work from home. One of the first things I try to do in the morning is just grab a glass of water to rehydrate my body after sleeping for 6 to 8 hours. Another thing that has to be part of my morning routine is stretching or working out. Usually I go to the gym, but as they are closed at the moment, I use my balcony. The workout session itself doesn't have to be too hard, but it must make you move. And in my case, after having finished, I usually feel this sense of accomplishment already in the mornings, meaning that when I go to work or start working, I have already done something useful for myself. After working out and showering, coffee and breakfast must follow. Sometimes it's my girlfriend, sometimes it's me, but usually one of us makes the breakfast for both of us. And for the sake of this video, I obviously had to do it myself. The breakfast doesn't have to be anything fancy. For example, today I'm just having bread, hummus and eggs. It's simple and delicious. Another thing that's really important to me is to take a moment to plan my day. Before I open my laptop, I take my notebooks, I think what I did yesterday and what I want to achieve today. So now when I log into my computer, when there are tons of stuff to be done and news to be read, I know where my focus should lie. So, my working day. What I can tell you is that days are really different. Sometimes it involves lots of coding, but sometimes there's more planning and meetings and communicating with other people. One of the misconceptions people may have about developers is that coding is all we do. Well, this is not the case. In order to know what I'm supposed to do, again, I want to take some time to plan things ahead. I've tried many different tools for logging and planning my day. For example, Google Keep, Trello, and a simple notebook. But now I've discovered this tool called Notion, which is really feature-packed. For planning my day, I create a new log section for each day. And in this log, I have different action items and things to be done, but also things I learned and found interesting during that day. And the next morning, I copy my previous day's log and see what's still applicable and needed for the new day. Based on today's planning, I see that my day will be full of meetings, researching, and just communicating with people. For background information, you should know that I'm about to lead a new project of applying atomic design to all public-facing components. If you don't know what atomic design is, then basically it's a design framework or a thinking model you can apply to both design and development processes. Today's goal is to make sure that we can use atomic design as a guideline for our purposes. After the initial planning for myself, I have like an hour before the first meeting to read through different Slack channels, see what people have been doing, do some small code reviews, and start researching. So now we're going to have our daily stand-up, which means that at 10:30 each morning, we gather the team together. We're going to talk about what we did yesterday, what we are about to do today, and if we have any obstacles on the way and if we need any help. I really like daily stand-ups, especially when we are working from home. Because firstly, it gives you an opportunity to see your team members, but also discuss various technical and non-technical topics that need to be worked on. After the daily stand-up, I have time to do some extra research and gather information how different companies have applied atomic design to their workflow. I try to work in chunks of 30 to 40 minutes and have 5 to 10 minute breaks between them. And it's good because firstly, you get away from the computer and you have some time to calm yourself and think about stuff not related to your work. Now I'm going to show you something really cool. In the office, we have this group of people who every day gather at 11:50 to do pull-ups. But as I don't have a pull-up bar at home, I'm going to do push-ups instead. You may ask why I do it. Well, firstly, it gives you a reason to get away from the computer. Secondly, at least in the office, it was also a good way to meet other people, to see each other. At home, I don't know, to keep myself active. After the pull-ups, or push-ups challenge, I have various meetings to gather even more feedback from different teams until it's lunchtime. For today, I'm cooking something really simple. It's chicken curry with frozen vegetables and beans. The preparation time is like 20 minutes and it tastes delicious. The other half of the day is again about talking to other people and gathering information how different teams and different companies have used atomic design. When working online with other people, it's really important to have constant communication. And especially now when we are building this new design system, we constantly need to have meetings to make sure we are on the same page. For example, this is a meeting with one of our web designers who plays a really important part in implementing this new design system for our public-facing components. And what we are doing at this meeting, we just take our existing components and decompose them into atomic elements. Now I'm going to have a meeting with one of my colleagues from Prague. Their team has already tried atomic design and they were not that keen of it. So I'm going to hear what he has to say and what their team's experience has been. So I just finished a meeting with my colleagues from Prague and they shared their experiences with atomic design. And the main key takeaways from this meeting are that, firstly, atomic design is just a guideline. It's not a set of rules and you should come up with your own concepts around it. And secondly, the whole team must be on board with it. Anyone who develops your new services using atomic design must understand what you have previously agreed on. I'm confident that we can use atomic design as a guideline for our new design system. After all those meetings, researching and documenting, my workday in Pipedrive for today is over. That doesn't mean that my workday is over. If you have seen my previous video, then you know that I participated in Hack the Crisis, an online hackathon to tackle the problems caused by coronavirus. And today we have a meeting about our project to see how we should proceed with it. There were many great things that came out from that meeting. We are definitely proceeding with our projects and there are some institutions interested in what we provide for companies. Whereas for me, I got a new assignment. So what I have to do now is prepare some data for our analysts that they can work with. And basically it means gathering or fetching information from various Google spreadsheets, populating this information with some data from various APIs, and finally compose a CSV that our analysts can use. Of course, at some point I have to eat, so my girlfriend prepared me this really delicious tortilla. After having a quick bite, I just continued on what I was doing before. And basically, this is what I did until 12 o'clock. Every evening for me is different. Sometimes it involves lots of coding, sometimes I just read books and articles from the internet, sometimes I just edit my videos. But in the end, I want to emphasize that it's important to stay productive, but at the same time take some time off to have some rest. What you saw today was a day full of meetings, communicating, researching and documenting. It can be like that, but sometimes it involves more coding, and what I'm trying to say, each day can be different. Regarding working from home, I dare to say I'm still trying to get used to it, because at least in my case it's hard to get going but also hard to stop, especially when there is a coding problem I'm solving. I just don't want to stop because, well, I'm at home, I can continue. And it can be dangerous because you can't leave yourself to work. Regarding productivity, I feel I can deliver more because I don't have distractions and I can just focus on what's important. That said, I miss my colleagues, I miss seeing the dogs in the office, and I miss those coffee breaks. Also remember that what suits me may not suit you. For example, working out in the morning and having breakfast is something I really need in order to have a productive day, whereas it may be different in your case. With that said, I genuinely hope you like this video. If you are interested in the topics I talk about, then please hit the subscribe button below. And also, if you have advice for other people of how to stay productive when working from home or how to cope with the current situation, then please leave a comment in the comment section below. I thank you for listening and see you in the next video. Bye!